This is going to be the first distributions since a reverse split. For people who don't know, YieldMax announced a reverse split for certain ETFs, and one of the popular ETFs that they did reverse split was ULTY. So today I'm going to show you what distributions that they pay for ULTY and how ULTY is doing, and I'm going to show you other important update. It's been a while since I made a video. I think I made a last video was 4 days ago. I had some personal responsibility that I take care of, so I took off for a little bit. But now I'm back. So now, as you can see here, YieldMax announced distributions for Group 1. Group 1 is the group that consists of fund of funds. And Group 2 distribution will be announced tomorrow, and that consists of individual stocks. And there's one more group that I'm going to show you. This is a separate from these two groups. So as you can see here, these are all distributions for this week. Chappy, Fate Fivi, 43 cents, 32 cents, 22 cents, GPTY, 29 cents, LeafG, 35 cents, QDTY, 28 cents, RDTY, 32 cents, STTY, 20 cents, Salty, 43 cents. ULTY is going to pay 59 cents, and that's equal to 77%. And return of capital is 0 this time. As we know, ULTY does pay combination of sometime 100% return of capital and sometimes 0. YMAG and YMAX will both pay 10 cents. Next date and record date for this week distributions, including ULTY distributions, will be December 3rd, which is tomorrow, and payment will be December 4th. That's the day after, which is Thursday. As I have mentioned, this will be the first time ULTY start paying distributions since it did its reverse split, and that was 1 to 10. So the price when it did reverse split, it was around 39, around the same price. And since it did reverse split, it's pretty much stayed the same. And on this table here, it shows you 52-week range of ULTY after reverse split. Remember, ULTY was only like a $4, but when they did reverse split, it went to 39. So it shows you here days range is between 39.81 to 40.24. 52-week range adjusted with a split now is between 38.80 and 52-week high was 170. So volume went a little bit down because ULTY volume before split, and because it was cheaper, it was way higher. It was over like a 12 million to 15 million, but now is less than 2 million. And this would make sense because when your price goes up, the amount of shares that are being bought will be less. For example, if I have $10,000 and the share price is only $10, then I'm going to get more shares versus if the share price is at $40. This performance chart here will show as the ULTY movement since it was reverse splitted. So the first day that it started trading post reverse split was December 1st. As you can see here, December 1st at 9:30. The price was only about 39.81. Right now is at 39.98. So hopefully ULTY will have better performance going forward, but I doubt because most of the time when this ETF reverse split, they always keep going down. And we've seen this example of Tesla. That was the first ETF that reverse split a long time ago. And now it did another reverse split. So how ULTY will perform going forward, that's to be seen. We'll keep watching and I'm going to keep you updated. But the good thing is their distribution has been increased to match what they have been paying in the past. So that's a pretty good. Another distribution update is with YieldMax Performance and Distribution Target 25 ETF. These ETFs came out not long ago, and I made a video when these ETFs were incepted. I going to leave a link below if you want to know more about these ETFs. These are 3 ETFs that will add to other target of ETFs. You know, that's a Biggie and Soxy and Renty. But these are on different category because those 3 are kind of fund of funds, and these are more of a single stock ETFs. MS is MicroStrategy, NVIT, this is NVIDIA, and TEST, this is Tesla. Their target is 25, meaning they are targeting 25% yield. And because of this, I said, because they're now going to have a huge target of how much they're going to pay, maybe these ETFs will be doing great. And I'm going to show you their price is there today. X date and record date for these ETFs distributions is December 2nd, which was today. That means if you don't own any of these ETFs, you won't be able to receive distributions. And payment date will be December 3rd, which is tomorrow. Distribution announcement for these three ETFs will be on Monday, and the payment date will be every Wednesday. So that's a pretty good, because Wednesday you're going to receive distribution from these ETFs if you invest in them, and then on Thursday you're going to get distribution from Group 1. And on Friday, you're going to get a distribution from Group 2. That's what exactly Round Hill ETFs does, because you can get distributions from Round Hill every single week. Now, how much they're going to pay, this is 22 cents, this is 23 cents, and this is 25 cents. I'm going to show you how much yield that is. But when it comes to return of capital for each of these ETFs, that's a 41%. This is 0, and this one is 93% of that 25 cents will come from return of capital. Now here I made a spreadsheet to show you exactly the price of today of each ETFs and how much you're going to pay and the yield. So it's a pretty accurate, because they say these ETFs are targeting 25% yield, and that's an annual yield, of course. So you can see here, MicroStrategy MSST, this is 47.34 price of today. Nvidia is 49.37, and TEST, this is Tesla, is 52.69. These ETFs came around $50, so they're pretty close to their target price when they came out. The only ETF here that's up is Tesla, is up a little bit. So not only you are receiving your first distributions, which of course is going to bump your price up, but also your share price has gained closer to $3. But the yield, as you can see here, is 25%, same as its targeted yield. And they will be paying this distribution every week. So if you want to receive a little bit lower distributions with potential of your share price now going down, maybe these three ETFs could be one of the best ETFs from YieldMax that won't have that NAV erosion. And if you go to YieldMax website, they have updated their website and it looks pretty good. I like it. So they have grouped their ETFs into a bunch of groups. So we have a single stock ETFs. These are all the bunch of ETFs, including Tesla, Amazon, Microsoft, and you name it. And for each group, so short ETF, Crash, Dips, Fiat, Winter, YQQQ, YieldMax Fund of Funds, YMAX, YieldMax Ultra ETF, Salty and ULTY, YieldMax those who write, they have Fiat and FIVI, YieldMax Zero Day to Expire Cover Call ETF, they have three of them, QDTY, RDTY, STTY, YieldMax Portfolio ETF, Chappy, GPTY, Lefty, YieldMax Target 12, Biggie, Renty, Soxy. So this is the other ETF that I mentioned. These YieldMax Target 12, they're going to be targeting only 12%. And these ETF, they pay lower. They're one of the best YieldMax ETFs in terms of ETF that don't have NAV erosion, because they target very low. And because of this, I assume that YieldMax performance and distribution target 25 will do well, even though here the yield is a little bit higher. But the only difference is that these are a fund of funds pretty much. I mean, they have a bunch of stocks under them. When it comes to these three, they are individual stock ETFs. So they're going to have more volatility, and I don't think they're going to do as well as these ones. But they're not going to do as bad as single stock, regular, synthetic cover call ETFs. So those are all the group that YieldMax has right now. So you just go and pick which ETF you want to invest your money. And the best way is to look at the performance, look at the history. I'm not going to tell you which ETF you should invest, because if you want to invest in any of these ETF, you have to make sure you do a thorough research on them and make sure they meet your criteria and they also meet your risk tolerance for investment. Now, the last update I'm going to show you, YieldMax as of now has over 60 funds. Total asset is 12.31 billion. Average asset is around 218 million. Distribution yield on average is about 67%. So this includes all the higher yield and the lower yield. This is more of like average. But if you look at the 1 year return of all the ETFs, they have done really bad. This is return negative 39%. But this does not include the distributions, right? And when it comes to average cost is about 1.16%. And these are all the prices after split. As you can see here, Tesla it did another reverse split, and the price of today is 38.67. Sony also did reverse split. The price of today is 46.51. The ETF that did reverse split and the price is really low. It was only like about $1. And after 1 to 10 split is still at 14.22, and it keeps going down. The only way this ETF can come up a little bit if Moderna stock itself rebound, come up again, maybe. And the other ETF that did reverse split was ORK. The price of today is 37.63. This is one of the original YieldMax ETFs, so I don't know how long is going to stay at this price or will keep going down. The yield right now on average is about 60%. So these are all the ETFs that did reverse split. MSCI could be next also to get reverse splitted. When that's going to happen, that's something that we'll wait and see. Guys, I really appreciate you watching this video. And if you like and you don't want to miss any of these important updates, make sure you subscribe to this channel and like this video and share with someone you think this video might help. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next video. Bye bye.